Hey people, welcome back to Fitness with Dan. Two quick things before the video starts. I'm just going to take 60 seconds to go over it. Number one, I wanted to mention that if you can't tell from the title, this is going to be a two-part video. Part number one will drop this morning. Part number two is going to drop tomorrow morning. The only reason it's a two-part video is when I started editing the video, it was too long, and I didn't think anybody wanted to watch a half-an-hour video, so it's just split between two different videos. Second thing, I just wanted to take a second and thank everyone who watched, especially my first video on the channel of Greg Goussette's cookbook review. It's up to over 600 views, which is 6 times what I expected, so I really appreciate everybody supporting the channel and watching that. And I wanted to mention, if you guys want to leave a comment, feel free to leave a comment, whatever you want to put in there. If you love the channel, you hate the channel, tell me it sucks, whatever it is, I'll incorporate the critiques and I'll throw it into the next video and improve the channel so you guys do like to watch it. Or if you have any fitness questions or diet, nutrition related questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments. I reply to every comment I get. And with that, we're about out of time here. So I just wanted to remind you, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications on all the new videos coming out in the next couple days. Now let's make the magic happen. So there we have some low-calorie dense eggs for breakfast. Now we'll get started on the oatmeal. All right, so oatmeal. Oatmeal is one of the few times you're actually going to see me use a food scale, but I do use a food scale for oatmeal. Also for pasta, just because those kind of carbs are notoriously difficult to actually eyeball. You can eyeball some things. I would not suggest eyeballing things with carbs just because it's really hard to get the grams down. For oatmeal, I use Quaker Oats. These are the 1 minute quick oats. Just put in some water and microwave these bad boys. So I put 40 grams, which is 1 serving. Oh, it's 41. Well, again, so even with the scale, it's hard to get exact. And then once I cook these up, I also I kind of make them into peanut butter and jelly oats, which is, I guess, maybe weird. But so if I'm cutting, I use this PB2. It's kind of a pain in the ass to make, and I don't like it as much. So when I'm not cutting, I use this, which is Skippy, which is terrible for you. I guess from processed food standpoint, it's kind of high in calories. 2 tablespoons is 190 calories, so it is high in calories. I probably use a little bit over 1 tablespoon, and then I also use a teaspoon of this jelly. All right, bam, we have breakfast. Oatmeal doesn't look too great, but it tastes delicious. And these eggs, I don't put any condiments on the eggs because I actually like the way eggs taste and it saves on calories. Plus, as you saw, I threw a shit ton of stuff in there. So this is breakfast. One bonus thing is I drink a ton of these LaCroix. This is passion fruit. It's a seltzer water if you've never had it. I used to have like a soda addiction. These things are 0 calories and also delicious. You can also drink diet soda if you want. I always thought diet soda kind of tasted like ass. Should be good. You're putting directions in, yeah?
Yeah, I'm getting us to a Bank of America drive-thru.
Hey people, we're back now. We are driving to get the puppy. This is my wife Mandy, who you have not met yet. She was in the background doing the videography for the first episode of the Pandemic Calisthenics episode where she was laughing and trying to ruin the video on me. Mandy has her own fitness group that she leads. You want to tell them about that, Bev?
Not really.
You got to tell them about that. Tell the people. Tell them what you do.
Sure. So there's a group of us who are missing their gyms during the pandemic. So we started meeting about 4 times a week virtually, and it's good for accountability, and we do strength training together, and it's been good. There's about 4 or 5 of us that have been doing it.
Show them the guns. Come on, show the people the guns, babe. Not my guns, your guns. They don't want to see mine. They've already seen mine. Look at that. Show them again.
No, I don't want to.
Man. So I'm real tired today, guys. I didn't get too great a sleep last night, and I wanted to take a second to talk about sleep and how it affects you as far as like fitness and stuff goes. There's been some studies, several studies that have shown getting a lack of sleep, like less than 6 hours of sleep a night, can lead to weight gain, but they've also showed in a couple studies, which is kind of concerning, that if you get less than 6, you can actually have dramatic losses in muscle mass. So obviously you'd prefer to get 8 to 9 hours, but obviously you can't always do that. You just got to try to be as consistent as you can be, because otherwise you can gain weight, lose muscle, have hormone imbalances, all sorts of unfavorable health conditions, increased risk of diabetes, just not good stuff. So try to get your sleep in. And I say that because not last night, but the night before, we had gone to sleep, and Mitty, do you want to tell them what happened when we tried to go to sleep a couple nights ago?
You kept waking me up.
How was I waking you up, though?
You kept putting your hands in my face.
So I guess I kept like slapping her in the face, and I only know that, well, she woke me up twice.
More like a...
Well, so I guess that happened twice, and she eventually like moved away from me because it kept happening. And then I was like sleeping on my side, and I guess my forearm was like pressed against my chest or over the side of my chest, and I woke myself up doing this. So I was like slapping the air. So I don't know if I was like slapping her in the face while she was trying to sleep, but she says I was just like patting her. So I guess that's not that bad, but that just goes along with sleep is very important. So don't wake your spouse up if they're trying to sleep. That goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I'm gonna wake you up if you're waking me up.
So you don't have that kind of attitude, guys. Don't do that. You let your spouse sleep. Just roll away or something. Terrible. That's why I'm losing my gains, because she won't let me sleep.
At least you're not snoring anymore since you lost all the weight.
It's true. When you're heavier, you tend to snore a lot. I was 220 at one point. And I would like sweat real bad at night and like soak the bed sheets and snore pretty bad. And she would go and sleep in the guest bedroom sometimes because it was too loud, I guess. So.
I tried to get you to use those breathe right strips.
Oh yeah, so she would. There were a couple times where I'd wake up in the middle of the night with her over top of me putting a fucking breathe right strip across my nose. That's not how you want to wake up. Let me tell you, you wake up and somebody's like over top of you, like trying to, I thought she was trying to suffocate me. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Just like sticking this thing over my nose when I'm dead asleep. Horrible way to wake up.
You get desperate when you have lack of sleep.
Very rude. Dude, what are you doing? Let me go. Assholes on the road. So if you guys have been watching the different challenges on the social media channels lately, you might have seen the koala challenge. Have you seen the koala challenge? So it's where one person stands kind of like in a tree pose, I guess. I don't know if that's a yoga pose or not.
Okay.
But basically like a tree with your arms out, like straight out to your sides, and sort of like your legs sort of wide apart as a base. And your partner jumps on you from the front, and then you have to crawl around them in a circle, and then you have to crawl over underneath their legs and then back up to the starting position.
How do you do that?
I'll show you the videos later, but we're gonna try to do that in a future video. I just have to stand there and hold your weight up. You got most of the work, but you've been working out with the girls, so you should have it down, dude.
I can't even do a pull-up.
Watch my calisthenics video, and then you'll be able to do a pull-up. So we're gonna try that in a future video, so keep an eye out for that. She might have to get a little stronger first, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, you're gonna do that. I'll show you the videos.
Okay.
So after we go to the bank, we're gonna stop and get something to eat well, I'll show you where we're eating when we get there. But I'm gonna get some breakfast, again, my second breakfast for today. And I think Mandy's gonna get some lunch or some breakfast.
Lunch.
We'll see. I'm gonna try to get her to get breakfast again.
I already had breakfast.
We'll see if she gets another breakfast. But I'll show you guys where we go and what we order and what it looks like when we get there. Alright people, we finally arrived at the Cracker Barrel where we're gonna both be getting breakfast. I'm gonna turn this off so they don't yell at us, but when we get inside I'll show you the menu and what we're getting. They do have the calories, which is nice. Some places don't do the calories, but this thing with focus, you can see they do have the calories, so take a look. Once we decide, we'll let you know what we order. All right, people, so the food came. I've got 5 scrambled eggs, all whole eggs, I think. So that's more eggs for me today. A couple sausages, some fried apples. I think this is oatmeal and that's grits. I'm not eating either one, so it doesn't really matter because there's way too many calories. And there's various biscuits, which I'm also not eating because there's too many calories. And then Mandy, what'd you get?
Fried apples, fried okra, green beans, and chicken and dumplings.
She got a big ass
Not
breakfast.
breakfast.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed you not get breakfast. Letting down the team here, but anyway, we're gonna eat this and see you back in the car. Hey people, we finished lunch. We're back in the car. We're about 5-6 miles out from picking up the dog. I think my meal is about 600 calories. Your meal was 600 or 700 calories. So I'm a little high on the day. Usually I eat between like 300 and 500 calories per meal. So coming in a little heavy today, but I'm training legs later, so should be able to burn off a little bit of that. One thing is I do find when I've been in the car a long time, driving in a day, and then I try to train legs, I come in with like no strength for some reason, so I'm not looking forward to trying to train quads today because I'm doing squats and deadlifts. That's probably gonna zap a little bit of the strength. We've traveled down from, we live in Concord, North Carolina. We're traveling down to Greenville, South Carolina. So it's about a couple hours each direction. So we've been in the car for a while now. Anyway, since we're pulling up in a few minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off because I don't know if this lady that we're picking up the dog from is gonna be cool with being on camera and stuff, and I don't wanna make her feel uncomfortable. So we'll probably we'll introduce you to the puppy when we get back home, I think, is probably the best way of doing it. Hey guys, so we just got home, so I'm gonna introduce you to the new puppy. Come here, Bubba. Come here, big dog. Come here, big dog. Good girl.